Title: The Andean Civilization: Rise, Glory, and Legacy of South America's Greatest Empires. Opening scene: aerial shots of the Andes Mountains, Machu Picchu, and terrace landscapes. Narrator: calm, male voice. Welcome to the mighty Andes, a vast chain of mountains stretching across the western edge of South America. Here, among the clouds and valleys, one of the most remarkable civilizations in human history flourished. A civilization that defied nature, engineered the impossible, and left behind mysteries still unsolved to this day. This is the story of the Andean civilization, a complex and diverse network of cultures that span millennia, culminating in the rise of the mighty Inca Empire, the largest empire ever seen in pre-Columbian America. Join us as we journey through the highlands of Peru, Bolivia, Ecuador, and beyond to explore the origin, achievements, and eventual fall of the civilizations that once ruled the Andes. Chapter 1: The Andean World, a harsh yet fertile land scene, panoramic views of the Andes, rivers, and deserts. The Andes, South America's backbone, extend over 7,000 kilometers from modern-day Venezuela in the north, down through Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, Bolivia, Chile, and Argentina. This mountainous terrain, while breathtakingly beautiful, presents an unforgiving landscape. Earthquakes shake its foundations. Snowcaps feed rivers that carve through deep valleys. Rainforests, deserts, and high-altitude plains create extreme contrasts in climate and ecology. Yet, despite these challenges, ancient peoples learned to adapt, survive, and thrive. They developed vertical archipelagos, a concept unique to the Andes. Instead of building empires over vast flatlands, they built societies across elevation zones, exploiting the resources of each zone, from the coastal plains and valleys to the high-altitude altiplano, and even the Amazon jungle beyond. They domesticated animals like the llama and alpaca, cultivated crops such as potatoes, maize, and quinoa, and engineered complex systems of irrigation and terracing to make agriculture possible in high altitudes. This sophisticated adaptation to geography laid the foundation for Andean civilizations. Chapter 2: Early Cultures and the Path to Complexity. Scene: excavations of Caral, Chavín artifacts, cave paintings. Long before the Inca rose to power, other civilizations shaped Andean identity. The story begins over 5,000 years ago. The Norte Chico civilization, Caral Soup. Norte Chico, one of the oldest American civilizations, thrived around 3000 BCE on Peru's coast. Its main city, Caral, had pyramids and plazas, but no signs of war. The people practiced advanced agriculture and long-distance trade, possibly reaching the Amazon. The Chavín culture, 900 to 200 BCE, farther inland, in the highlands, the Chavín culture emerged as a religious and artistic force. Chapter 4: The Rise of the Inca Empire. Scene: Cuzco, Inca road system, Sacsayhuaman. From the city of Cuzco in modern-day Peru, a new power emerged in the 13th century: the Inca. Their name means ruler, and their empire, Tawantinsuyo, which translates to Land of the Four Quarters, will become the largest empire in the Americas before European contact. By the early 15th century, under the rule of Pachacuti, the Inca began a massive expansion. Using diplomacy, marriage alliances, and force, they incorporated thousands of ethnic groups across a territory stretching over 4,000 kilometers, from southern Colombia to central Chile. The Inca built more than just an empire. They built a civilizational machine that functioned with astonishing efficiency. Chapter 5: Inca Society, Engineering, and Culture. Scene: terraces, Machu Picchu, Inca trails, gold artifacts, social structure, and government. Inca society was hierarchical. At the top was the Sapa Inca, believed to be the son of the sun god Inti. Below him, a noble class of administrators, engineers, and priests managed the empire. The Inca developed a decentralized bureaucracy. Local leaders, or curacas, ruled their communities but owed tribute and loyalty to the Sapa Inca. Engineering marvels, the Inca were master builders. They constructed terraced farms that hugged steep mountain slopes, suspension bridges over deep gorges, an astonishing network of roads, over 40,000 kilometers, called the Capac Nan. Machu Picchu, a hidden city atop the clouds, whose purpose remains debated, royal estate, religious sanctuary, or astronomical observatory. Inca stonework was so precise that even modern blades cannot slip between their stones. And yet, they did all this without iron, steel, or the wheel. Agriculture and economy. The Inca economy was based on collective labor and redistribution. There was no money. Instead, the state managed production and stored surplus food in massive granaries called kulkas. Roads connected these granaries to the empire's administrative hubs. They cultivated over 70 types of crops, including potatoes, maize, coca, and even peanuts, using ingenious methods suited to high altitudes. Religion and cosmology. The Inca pantheon was led by Inti, the sun god. They worshipped Pachamama, earth goddess, Alapa, weather god, and others. Temples like Coricancha in Cuzco, once covered in gold, were centers of worship. Human sacrifice was practiced, especially during crises, though not as frequently as among the Aztecs. They also mummified their rulers, believing them to be living deities even after death. Chapter 6. Fall of the Inca Empire. Scene: reenactments of Spanish arrival, battles, Pizarro's encounter with Atahualpa. In 1532, Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro arrived in the midst of a civil war between Inca brothers Atahualpa and Huáscar. The empire was weakened and divided. Pizarro captured Atahualpa in Cajamarca, ransomed him for a room filled with gold and silver, and then executed him anyway.